Hello everyone, my name is Naveen Kumar and today I'm going to teach you about the PLC, that is programming logical controllers, and the ladder logic programming that is related to PLCs. So let's get started. As I told you, PLC is programmable logic controller. Now the question is, what are they? In industrial automations, PLC plays a very important role. So what happens is in industrial automation, you will be giving particular inputs, and based on that, a particular output should happen. So how would you control that, and how would you execute that? In that case, PLC plays an important part. So you just supply an input to your PLC, that is just a microprocessor, or you can consider it as a computer where you give input from switches, buttons, or any other sensor input, and as an output you see particular activities like turning on light, turning off light, or maybe executing particular tasks like a robotic arm pick and place a particular thing based on that. So the system looks like this, which is somewhat, looks based on like multiple computers are connected with each other, but actually these are connected with various inputs and outputs. So there are four important components of PLC: power supply, controller CPU, where the program is stored and where you write the program and make it executable, the input output system, and the software. So, firstly, when it comes to your CPU, while executing PLC programs in the context of industrial automation, you do two things. Firstly, you write a program. So program is just an instruction of set that let your computer know that what activity should it make a particular actuator to do. For example, by using a robotic arm, it should take one thing and put it at another place or something like that. In run mode, you have done the program, and in run mode, the program is continuously running for an infinite time or until it is stopped. And there it makes a very important role, because in industrial automation things will run for days, months, and years. For example, if you the coffee that you are drinking, usually in morning, usually done using industrial automation, like getting the seeds, let it go through any conveyor belt, and then it goes into the packaging, and the package closes the package from the upper side. So this is all about industrial automation. So in programming mode, you actually write the program and then download that program into your machine. And then in run mode, you execute and run that code according to your particular requirements. The input output system can be like, walls, it can be like switches, it can be like you can see on the screen, it can be like this. And yes, these are some of the examples of input output system. And the software will be interacting with the PLC and controlling it, and you and the PLC will be interacting with the all input and output devices connected with it. And when it comes to PLC programming, there are many ways to program a PLC, but two are most popular ways are ladder logic and block diagram. And these all are based on the IEC 61131-3, that is international standard that defines PLC programming languages and concepts. When you search it on Google, you will get all the information related to PLC, the symbols that you use in the ladder logic. In fact, most of the softwares have a similar symbol. So if you learn one software related to PLC, you will have some knowledge of in the same but a different software. um, there are various vendors for PLC like ABB, Rockwell Automation. So yeah, if you get your hands dirty in one software, you can also learn about another also. So as I told you about, there are two types of program matter, that is ladder logic diagram and function block diagram. There are other ways to program PLCs are sequential function chart, structured text, and instruction list. So these are the ways to program PLCs. So as I told you about, this is an international convention that we program PLCs, and it also decides the format, syntax, displays, and other things of other PLC based language. So let's get some information on function block diagrams also. So it looks like this. There are several input ports and several output ports, or one input port and two output ports. So this is a diagram where you can see happening it in real, and this is just a figure, or you can say a normal diagram. In ladder logic programming, you see the program is written as a kind of a ladder, like line by line. It's a lines which works as a electrical circuit. So the left side is positive, right side is negative, and the current is flowing from left to right. And this is one of the examples of a complex ladder logic diagram. Usually outputs are at the right side and the inputs are in here at the left sides. So many a time this is a single line, and maybe two lines are together and providing one single output. We will also discuss about AND gate, OR gate, and many other things that are important to understand how the things are happening here. So there are four elements of ladder logic programs: are input, output, timer, and counter. So it looks like this. The programs look like this, and I'm also going to demonstrate it to you. So XIC, XIO are important notations. So usually if the symbol is like this, it looks like a capacitor kind of thing. Two plates are there. It means it's closed. However, if you see that there is a diagonal here, which means if it is open, it's allowing the current to go through it. And yes, so as I have explained it early, so it will be like that. You will be providing signal to PLC, and PLC will be controlling other output things. And yes, so now I would demonstrate some examples. The software's name is TLP Logics Pro. You will get a 15 days of trial when you download it, and it's 38 US dollars per year for academic requirements. So let's understand how it's working. So the O represents the output, I represents the input. So firstly, I show you one example. And these are all the symbols of switches. You can also change the type of switches. Like when I press it, it's off, it's on, and something like that. So firstly, let me uh, connect it. Firstly, let me show how I'm going to make a program. So my objective is when I press this button, the this this light should turn on. So let's do it. Firstly, let's put one examine if closed here, and as an output we will put it here. Yeah, like this. Now I need to put the information here. I 1 0 and O 1 0, or it should be O2 0. Now it's connected. Now what I need to do is I need to make it online. Then I need to download this program. Now I need to run it, and when I press this button, this light will turn on. So this is how the things will work here. Now if my task is to turn on this light using 0 1 also, so what I'll do is I'll shift it to programming mode again. Then I'll here what I'll do is I'll get this, and now I'll put one more examine if close here. I'll put I 1 by 1 here. And now what I need to do is I need to go to Go Online, download this, run, and when I press this switch, it turns off, it turns off, it turns on. So it's like working like this.